So what is the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex anyway? Let's find out. Hello and welcome. This is Michele Forshay Thompson with Fathom Realty. I'm a broker associate and realtor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Welcome to DFW Real Estate, where we talk all things about buying, selling, and living in Dallas-Fort Worth. We're glad you're here, and today we're going to talk about the Metroplex. What is it? And we're going to give you a little brief intro so you can learn more about the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and what that means and what you find when you get here. So let's get started. The Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex includes Tarrant County, where Fort Worth is, and Dallas County, which is to the east, and then the 9 contiguous counties that surround Dallas and Tarrant counties. It is very populated in Dallas and Tarrant County, and then when you're going out from those counties into the next adjoining counties, at first you can't really tell a difference. You feel like you're still in a populated area, which you are. And then as you go farther out into those outlying counties, you'll get into more rural areas and some small towns. So that has a completely different feel than the central part. One good way to see this is to look at satellite images that show nighttime lights. You can see it all across the United States where the populated areas are. And when we zoom into Dallas and Fort Worth, we can see a big bubble of light in the middle, and then it gets less bright as you go out, and then you kind of see some little bubbles out in the outlying areas and dark spaces in between. So the dark spaces are where it's a rural area, and then those little small bubbles of light are some of the small towns that are in the outlying part of the Metroplex. In terms of area, the Metroplex covers over 9,200 square miles, which makes it larger than 7 states in the United States. So between 2010 and 2020, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex grew enough to become the 4th largest metro area in the United States. Our population is over 7,600,000 people, which was a growth of about 1,300,000 in 10 years. Between 2010 and 2020, Fort Worth grew by 24%. It was the most growth of any large city in Texas. And during that same time, Dallas grew by 9%. So both grew quite a bit in the past 10 years. So why do people want to live here? Why is everybody flocking to the Metroplex? There are a few reasons that I'll go into now briefly, but I also have another video you can check out that'll go into more detail in that. One reason is jobs. There's a lot of different types of jobs here. There's a lot of growth, a lot of businesses that have started here, as well as businesses that are moving here. So there's lots of opportunities for great paying jobs in a lot of different industries and types of businesses. So what do you get when you get here? People are friendly. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of professional sports. There's a lot of arts. There's a lot of recreation. There's great shopping, great restaurants and bars. There's something for every age and every interest. You can find anything you want here. And then, okay, except an ocean and mountains, but everything else you can find here. Another reason that people want to move here is that housing is affordable. Even though prices have gone up in the last couple of years, it's still much more affordable than many other parts of the country. And you can get a nice sized house in a nice neighborhood, good schools, and you're still going to pay less here than you would somewhere else. In terms of the housing options, there are a lot of different choices. You can find an old historic home. I'm talking. Be quiet. You can find old historic homes. You can find new builds in new communities, master plan communities that have a lot of amenities. You can find every age in between. There's also a lot of different styles of house. We have condos, high-rises, townhomes as well. So whatever you want, whatever you're looking for, you can find it. And my dog has something to say about that. Another thing that I hear frequently from my buyers is that they really like that they can find a house on some acreage, such as 1 acre or more, and still be close to the cities and close to the things that they need without having a long drive. Really? I'm trying to tell the people about Dallas-Fort Worth. So apparently my time is up. I hope that you have found this video to be a good introduction to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I have a lot of other videos where you can find out more, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks.